Hey everybody, welcome back to the best U.S. Mint news channel on YouTube. I'm Sonofasilverstacker. Today's date is July 23rd, 2024. And in this video, we're going to be talking about scandals at the United States Mint. And there's a recent one that just kind of blew me away. But before all that, if you're new here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We're trying to get to a bazillion subs. And yeah, I think once we hit 9,000, I'll do a push for a 10,000 sub giveaway. I generally don't do that, but why not, right? So remember this, we're always live and never edited. Now let's keep on keeping on. Gold's up 10.90 to 24.1765. Silver's down 9 pennies to 29.23. Platinum up 8.40 to 968.70. And a little bit of parity here almost. Yeah, palladium's up 18.65 to 959.45. You're looking at it in stock American Silver Eagle, whose premium is $7.59. Now for a quantity of 1 through 39, you're going to be paying $36.83 each. Now they'll buy them back for $30.69 each. Now over here to the bullion sales at the United States Mint. Yeah, no new tale to tell. And this is the last full week of July. And then next week, I think Thursday is the 1st. So yeah, we'll probably get some new numbers, I would think, eventually by at least next Friday. Not this Friday, but the following. Now let's keep on keeping on. This is a Coin World article, and this is by William T. Gibbs, Monday Morning Brief for July 11, 2022. All right, this is Denver Mint thefts. All right, and yeah, this is the whole part of the whole picture at the Denver Mint. I don't even know what's going on at the Denver Mint, but I got to tell you, wow. And remember the guy with the wooden leg that stole all the gold? Yeah, there's that too. Now that happened, I think, about 100 years ago. Now it says here, an employee of the Denver Mint is alleged to have stolen at least 185 air coins from the facility. And it says here, the sparse details in the Treasury Office of Inspector General report on the theft of the air coins by an employee of the Denver Mint leave us wanting more information. A lot more. What are they talking about? Well, as reported this week, we have filed a Freedom of Information request, that's a FOIA, with the Treasury Office of Inspector General. We now wait on a response, which could take us weeks or months to receive. And let's face it, the United States Mint isn't very communicative about what's going on over there. Now, here's the things they would like to know. What kinds of air coins were involved, right? You don't want to buy stolen property, right? That's no good. And it says here, did the Mint employee steal air coins that were randomly being produced, or did they deliberately make air coins to smuggle out of the Mint? And I got to show you, there's another scandalous story here at the end. I got to show you where they actually did. Well, you'll see. Now, were the coins recovered by U.S. Mint officials were the only ones that were stolen, or were more coins involved, including some that have not been recovered? Did the Denver Mint employee have a buyer or potential client for the coins? Now, why do people do shady things like this, right? Is it a get-rich-quick scheme? Remember what the Bible tells us. One who wants an evil eye, I guess they have a quick riches, and so you got to watch out for folks like that, right, who got these get-rich-quick schemes. Now, did the Denver Mint employee have a buyer potential customer? Did any potential client request specific kinds of air coins? How were the coins removed through the security system? Have the relevant security lapses been fixed? When did the thefts occur? How did the Mint officials learn of the thefts, and did they catch the employee in the act, or did another employee outside individual tip off officials? Why was the employee not charged with theft of government property? Okay, that's interesting. Why was the punishment at the Mint, a 14-day suspension, so lenient? What? Yeah. If you've ever stolen anything from your job, did they give you a 14-day suspension, or did they turn you loose? And maybe the person knew somebody. I don't know. You may have other questions. The theft or air coins from the Denver Mint should come as no surprise. Wow, right? Think about that. Unusual things have happened there and at other U.S. Mint facilities for 150 years or more. In the latter half of the 19th century, employees in the leadership of the Philadelphia Mint operated what amounted to a private minting business, making things like various pattern and restrikes and the Class 2 and 3 1804 drape bust dollars for private sale to collectors. What? Yeah. Shiesty and shady right there. Now, the 5/1913 Liberty had 5-cent coins surfaced in the hands of a former Philadelphia Mint employee. A retiring Denver Mint employee received a 1974 D Lincoln aluminum cent. Large numbers of proof air coins were smuggled from the San Francisco Mint in the 70s. The potential list of similar shenanigans could go on and on and on. As we learn more, if we learn more, we'll report on this important story. Yeah, that's amazing, right? So that just gets things started here on this story. Let's keep on keeping on, shall we? Now, this is here. I have the Google machine. U.S. Mint Denver security guard. It says here, Denver Mint officer tracked nurse with security cameras and then restrained and, well, yeah, that's what the lawsuit alleges. That's pretty gnarly. Let's see. I did go down to this Yahoo article. I'm going to go ahead and open this in a new tab. And there's a new tab. It says security officer restrained and, well, did that to a nurse at the Denver Mint, a lawsuit claims. And that was about a month ago. And here we are at the article, but the page you're looking for isn't here. Now, that's a really big, wonderful thing, isn't it? Now, here we go. I did find it somewhere else, right? So it says here, this is denver7.com, and it says here, woman files lawsuit alleging she was by federal law enforcement officer inside the Denver Mint. Inside the Mint. Wow. Attorneys assert it was preceded by improper conduct with an intern who was a minor at the time. What? Yeah. This is, and this is just from like a month ago, folks, right? Almost, well, maybe less than a month ago. Denver, a woman filed a lawsuit on June 19th alleging she was raped by an on-duty U.S. Mint police officer. I said that word and it kind of got me all jumbled up. That's gnarly. An on-duty U.S. Mint police officer inside the Denver Mint, November 2022. And yeah, that's where we're going with this, I guess. The federal government and Mint officer Ryan Gonzalez are named as defendants in the lawsuit. And it makes me wonder, did she even call the police when it happened to report it, or is it just the lawsuit? Is that the only thing? It's interesting. According to the lawsuit, the woman was working at the U.S. Mint in Denver as a registered nurse under an independent contract. Gonzalez allegedly used surveillance cameras to track her whereabouts inside the Denver Mint. The woman claims in the days leading up to the alleged rape, Gonzalez made repeated unwanted advances towards her. She alleges she physically pushed Gonzalez away in those instances and even hit him once. During the alleged incident, Gonzalez was working under the color of law and wearing a federal law enforcement officer uniform, according to the lawsuit. Which means what? The Mint is going to be responsible. The federal government's also responsible? Perhaps the woman, or maybe it's her civil rights. I don't know. The woman claims U.S. Mint leadership was aware of several instances of inappropriate behavior involving Gonzalez and a female minor who was interning at the Denver Mint. According to the lawsuit, the U.S. Mint paid a minor the U.S. Mint paid the minor $100,000 settlement and offered to pay her that's our money, folks. Wow, that's not good. And I guess this person still kept their job after the Mint paid the minor $100,000 settlement, and I hope she got a good college education. That's too bad. The lawsuit states Gonzalez's behavior was utterly intolerable and cannot be excused nor condoned in a civilized society or community. Denver 7 reached out to U.S. Mint for a comment, but has not heard back. What a surprise. Isn't that pretty much the going consensus when you got to talk to the U.S. Mint? I mean, even over here, and this is a Coin World magazine, yeah, they reached out to the Mint and they got what? Yeah, blindsided, so to speak. Well, maybe not blindsided, but they got ignored, right? So is that the U.S. Mint's policy to ignore questions that are really, well, important, that need answers, right? So that's kind of interesting. And now it says here, Denver 7 reached out to the Mint and has not heard back. Our partners at the Denver Post, however, who first reported on the lawsuit, received a statement from the U.S. Mint officials who claimed Gonzalez was fired from his position last year. Isn't that something? I tell you, it's... Now, check this out. This is even more excitement. Now, this is from 2006, and I can't remember what the name of this website was. I think it was coin.org. I will leave a link in the description for this. Now, it says here, according to a report in the Saturday Rocky Mountain News, scores of women who say they suffered harassment, discrimination, and retaliation at the Denver Mint will share a settlement of nearly $9 million. It was announced Friday. Yeah, that's taxpayer money right there. Yes, in exclamation point in parentheses there, and quotations, about 20 of the women shouted Friday afternoon in front of the Mint, thrusting their fists in the air when they were asked what they think of the settlement ending their 3-year class action complaint. Isn't that something? U.S. Mint officials acknowledged no wrongdoing, but agreed to the settlement to avoid a long, expensive legal battle, said U.S. Mint spokesperson Becky Bailey in Washington, D.C. Yeah, that's why they settled, right? Because, yeah. In addition, 5 tiers of payment have been established, meaning women with the strongest cases will receive the most money, and then it just gets a little more intense. Look at, now here we go. All right, let's keep on keeping on. Yeah, that's her name there, and there's some interesting things going on there with this person. Denver Mint employee defrauded the union, and that was this person here. And I thought I saw that name here as well, so I'm like, wow, that person has either got a really popular name or maybe it's the same person. Now let's keep on keeping on. Now this is an archive. Offices of the United States Attorneys, okay. Now, this is probably the most interesting article out of all of them. Former U.S. Mint police officer sentenced to 36 months in prison for theft of $2.3 million in air coins from the U.S. Mint. Now, This is from September 13, 2012. Is it anything to do with this one here? Now, this one was air coins that were stolen from the Denver Mint, right? Interesting. Now, it says here for immediate release, September 13, 2012, Camden, New Jersey. A North Wildwood, New Jersey man who worked as a police officer at the U.S. Mint was sentenced today to 36 months in prison for stealing $2.4 million worth of air coins from the U.S. Mints and selling them to a coin distributor in California. Now, which mint was it that they stole those coins from? Well, guess what? It was the Philadelphia Mint. So this one is the Denver Mint, right? And the other one is the Philadelphia Mint. So scandal-plagued operation. I don't know what to think of this. Now it says William Gray, 65, who sent the coins to the coin dealer through the U.S. Mail and FedEx and failed to pay taxes on the proceeds of the sales, previously pled guilty before U.S. District Judge Noel Hillman to 2 counts of an information charging him with theft of government property and tax evasion. Judge Hillman imposed a sentence today in Camden Federal Court. According to documents filed in the case and statements made in court, Gray admitted that between June 1996 and January 2011, he was employed by the U.S. Mint Philadelphia as a Mint police officer. Starting in 2007, though, Gray regularly took several small bags to the coining area where presidential $1 coins were made. The minting of the coins was a 2-step process with the initial stamping and printing on the obverse and reverse images and a second stamping and printing the edge lettering. Gray said he took presidential $1 coins with the missing edge lettering, knowing they would be considered more valuable to coin collectors because they were considered mint heirs. Now, wouldn't it be interesting to find out that these coins are the ones with the missing edge lettering that everybody has been talking about in 2007? And if they were, wouldn't it be even more interesting if grading companies would actually be like, yeah, those are the stolen dollars, right? He admitted that he smuggled the air coins out of the mint and eventually shipped them to a coin distributor in California from the U.S. Post Office in Rio Grande, New Jersey, or the FedEx location in Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey. Gray admitted to receiving approximately, $2.3 million for those air coins. The coin distributor sent all checks for payment to FedEx to Gray's residence in North Wildwood. Gray admitted the $2.4 million from the coin distributor was deposited into his police and fire federal credit union account. Boy, they sure make good money working for the feds, huh? Gray admitted that between 2007 and 2009, he failed to report the sale of the coins on his income tax return. He admitted he understated his tax liability by approximately $800,000. That's amazing. Yeah, there it is, folks. So, yeah, the U.S. Mint in all of its splendor and glory right there. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on over there. And the Mint isn't too communicative as to what's going on, but it would be really interesting to find out what's going on here with this story. And if it happened in 2022, why are we only learning about it a month ago, right? So that's, don't tell nobody. It makes us look bad, right? Yeah, that's kind of sad. Now, let's get over here to 3 9's fine. No, my bad. Let's back it up. Let's go here to the plus ones. This is about boasters. And, boasting about your money, right? I think this is what it's all about. 1 coin in a bottle rattles, right? New money, old money. Well, the bottle filled with coins makes no sound. And I think that's probably a good lesson to learn. Yeah. Do you see what I'm saying here? Can you pick up what I'm laying down? If not, hey, that's okay. It's all right. Now, let's head over here to 99.9 KOIN Coin News Radio. This is Frankie Valli in the Four Seasons, or maybe just Frankie Valli, but it's Grease, the remaster. You remember that movie, Grease? I think it was from 1978, maybe 1977, but I remember seeing that in the movie theater, and I thought it was so cool. And I think they shot most of it at Van Nuys High School in the Valley, if I'm not mistaken. So isn't that pretty cool? Wouldn't you like to go to that high school? Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think it was, I don't even remember the high school's name. But either way, I want to thank y'all for watching. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget, is Ridley High? I can't remember. Thanks for coming, folks. I appreciate all y'all. And if you're new here, please subscribe. We're trying to get to a bazillion subs. And, don't forget, we're doing auctions now on Whatnot. So you can follow the link there to sign up and get $15 free credit. Stacker out.